Hey there, fine people from America. Yeah, that wasn't awkward. Reading? Whatever. I should comment on the video, um, on Meg's video, but there's too much awesomeness in it. I would just rant on for like at least 10 minutes, and then it would be too late to read my list, and I really want to do my list today. So I'm gonna do my list today. Yay, repetition. As promised, here's my 20 reasons why Harry Potter has changed my life for the better. The first reason is the world itself and all of its magic. Because it's such a beautiful idea and so well thought. You know, there are so many um, great features of it, and the character design and even though they're all stereotypes, that's true, but I still love them. And the yeah, the locations and everything, and the history that comes with it, and that's really awesome. And yeah, that was a weird first reason, but here it is. And second reason is um, the memories of me and my sister running through the yard waving sticks that we pretended were wands. That's really something that I wouldn't have missed out on for the world, because that's one of the most precious memories I have with my sister. And it really was a great time. It was a great way of being a child. And the third reason is that the first book I ever read in English was Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. I was 10 back then. I had only had English for a year, but I still read it, I still understood it, and it kind of marked the beginning of my obsession with English, with really becoming good at it and understanding it, and also appreciating an untranslated version, because translations always lose stuff. That's just the way it is, and it's sad. And I'm really glad I started reading stuff in English, because now I wouldn't want to just read stuff in German, because the English versions are better most of the time. Okay, number 4 is the joy of waiting for a new book to come out. It's just okay. That doesn't even need explaining. It was just always like, you heard it like 2 months before it did come out, and then it was like, oh my god, 10 more days, and oh my god, 9 more days. Oh yay, 8 more days, and then it finally did come out, and I was always the first one to snatch it. So I read it within a day, and then my mom got it, and then my dad got it, and my sister didn't read them. She just watched the movies. But yeah, that was always so great, because it was like the best thing that could happen in the entire year. It always made my year. Yeah. Number 5 is sharing that anticipation for a new book to come out with other people, with so many people. And that leads directly to number 6, which is which are the numerous conversations and bonding moments I had over Harry Potter in the course of the years. I think Harry Potter is something that connects people all over the world, and is a language that everyone speaks, because everyone has an opinion about Harry Potter, and everyone, well, at least the cool people, have read the books and have their own opinions, have stuff to say about them, and they're just a way of really connecting to people you didn't think you had anything in common with. So that's really precious. Number 7 is growing up with those books. I belong to that wonderful generation of people who were just in the right age to really experience the books, and being approximately the same age as the characters. So that was really great, because yeah, it was just, now reading the books now, it's like you can really see how it evolved from being a book for children to being a real novel for grown-ups. And I didn't notice that when I first read them, because I was a child, and I did turn into a grown-up. And everything Harry and Ron and Hermione experienced was what I was going through too, except more magical and more awesome. And I envied them, but it still was great. Number 8 was actually Hermione. Hermione was my total role model when I was about around 10, 11, 12. Well, I never did end up being quite as good at school as she is, but she was still pretty awesome. So I have her in that list. Okay, yeah. Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's. No, damn it. I have no idea what's the first book called. Anyway, the first Harry Potter movie. Jeez, I'm really scaring myself now. That is the first movie I ever watched in English and with English subtitles. And that is basically how I taught myself the English language, because you only learn that much at school. And I basically taught it to myself by watching movies and TV shows in English with English subtitles. And that was the first one, so that's also very important to me. It's like a stepping stone in my career in English. Okay. Number 10 is Sirius and Severus, my two favorite characters in there. They are right there with a long row of other characters who are my favorites, and they all have one thing in common. They all die. That's like a rule. Every time I love a character, they die. They just have to, otherwise I wouldn't love them. I just thought I should mention them. I really, really, really love them, and they've really given me something. Even though that's weird to explain, but they did. So that's that. Number 11. Reading the fifth book again. Umbridge makes me so upset and angry. That is a proof of how great that writing is, and how much I care about the characters and about things that are going on at Hogwarts. So that's very important, that she can make me that angry, and she does. Makes me want to punch her, and I can't because she's in a book. Yeah. Number 12 is how J.K. Rowling's writing has influenced mine. It was the first book or book series that I actually thought about and really got into the world and started analyzing the way it was written. And so that has definitely played a part in my own writing. So that's great. Number 13 is Hermione fanfiction. It's just, it has given me a whole lot, because not only have I written some that are not that good, but mostly it's just because there are so many talented writers there, so many talented Hermione writers. And if you ever read one single Hermione story, read Water by Kisser Draco. It is, in all honesty, some of the finest writing I have ever seen. Ever. And by that I mean it is so raw and so dark and so beautiful that I can't even believe it. It might just be my favorite piece of written fiction ever. So yeah, check it out if you have the time, because it's very long. It's great. Um, Number 14 is Wizard Rock. Yeah, it's so cool. Really. I'm so glad I found that, because that's just really awesome and cool and great. And I'm moving on to the next reason here, which is number 15, coming across Team Star Kid. Enough said. No, it isn't. It's just I never would have encountered them, those talented, awesome people, because in all honesty, would you type the words me and my dick into YouTube? No, you wouldn't. So I wouldn't have found them if it hadn't been for Harry Potter. So that's really great, especially because they really saved 2010 for me, because that wasn't a good year for me. It really wasn't. And they were my lifesaver. Whatever. Yeah. Number 16. Reading the books again is always a great experience, because you can really draw new stuff out of it, and you can still feel with the characters and still be surprised by how great the writing is and how much you really love it. It feels a bit like coming home, and that's something that's very special. And so, yeah, that's definitely there in the list. Number 17 is finding a home and sort of family on the Star Kid Potter Facebook page. Because I've never ever come across a fandom that is that close. You know, this is really, it is a family. It isn't just some people who love the same thing, but really people who accept each other no matter what, and who look forward to coming together and sharing. And that's really, truly awesome. Number 18 is taking Latin at school, because I would have had the option of just choosing French. I mean, I had to do that later anyway, but I did take Latin. And that gave me more time with my favorite teacher ever. Um, really, he is so great. And it's so sad that he's gonna stop teaching very soon, so I'm really glad I had that time. I mean, I'm gonna be out of that school anyways. I'm glad I took Latin. Number 19 is meeting you guys. I know that it's kind of sappy and stuff, but it really means a lot to me because I feel like I've known you guys forever, even though I really don't know you at all. And that's interesting because I really look forward to getting to know you guys better. And I look forward to watching your videos and chatting with you. And that's just a great thing. It's really a great thing because not only have I now started a vlog, which I've always wanted to do, but it's really, you guys are awesome. And I'm really glad to have met you and to still be in contact with you. Yeah, 1.5 weeks now. Yay, we're so good. Number 20, the last reason, thank God, it's 12 minutes long, is believing in magic a little bit more and preserving the child within. Because I'm the kind of person who needs to believe in magic and who needs to be a child on some level. So this is really important to me. And I'm not ashamed to admit that, as some other people are, that, yeah, I do believe in fairies. I do. Which is from Peter Pan, one of the other things that helped me proud of the child within. And Harry Potter is definitely there with that, so thank you for that. And that was my list. I did it. Okay, I'm gonna stop now and wish you all a beautiful day, and I look forward to whatever you're gonna post next. So, yeah, I'll be seeing ya. Bye.